Most hard-sided carry-on luggage feels essentially the same. Similar layout, similar wheels, same exact frustrations. Worst of all, many are marketed as carry-on sized, but end up being too big or too heavy. Every once in a while, a brand comes along and tries something different, though, and that's exactly what Bellroy claims they've done with their brand new Transit Carry-On, a bag designed specifically to solve the most common carry-on headaches. I've spent the past week thoroughly testing this bag, and in today's review, I'm breaking down the build, the features, and the specs. I'll show you how it packs, and I'll give you my honest, unsponsored thoughts on whether or not this bag is worth it. Now, in my time with this bag, there's a whole laundry list of things that make it unique, but in practicality, there's 4 truly standout things about this bag that I'll point out as we go along. First is the exterior construction. This bag shell is made of an 80% recycled polycarbonate that's incredibly solid. And you're probably thinking, big deal. But Bellroy studied in depth how and where hardshell bags break and fracture. It's here on the corners and along these vertical edges. So they designed the Transit series with this unique contouring that actually disperses the impact. Then there's the telescoping handle system. As you can see, the handle is exposed here on the back rather than hidden inside the bag. I always love it when the button is on the underside, which is a more ergonomic design. It's got 3 height stops, feels decent, and it rolls very smoothly. They went with Hinomoto wheels, which are the best in the business, and specifically the silent run wheels, which are extremely quiet. One of my favorite features on this bag is the soft touch grab handles. Very padded and comfy. It's got smooth, water-resistant YKK zippers that integrate with a TSA-approved combo lock, which is kind of par for the course in this category. But let's unzip this bad boy and I'll show you standout feature number 2. Opening this up, you've got a nice nylon and polyester lining. On the left side, you've got the full zip, which is very common. But on the right, you've got a totally new take on the whole internal organization commonly seen with clamshell bags. On cheapo bags, you just get a flimsy strap. And then on bags like a Monos or an Away, you get a big compression pad. Bellroy did something way better, in my opinion. Built-in, removable packing cubes. If you've ever watched one of our bag videos, you know that we're Team Packing Cube around here. They help you compartmentalize, group like items together, separate clean and dirty, extra layer of moisture protection. I could go on. What I like about what Bellroy did here is these are sized perfectly for this bag, which eliminates dead space where smaller items can shift or get lost. They flip out so that you can pack things under them, and this is where I'd lay my pants or shorts flat. And last but not least, they're 100% removable. So let's say you love these cubes. Take them out and use them with another bag. Let's say you only need one. Leave the other one at home. If you think packing cubes are stupid, leave them out entirely. I know these guys probably aren't the first to do this. A lot of bags have internal organization, right? But just slapping a zipper on something doesn't make it useful. And I think this hard-sided bag category is ripe for innovation. All right, big feature number 3, size and weight. Now this might sound surprising, but there are so many bags named carry-on that either don't fit airline guidelines or are way too heavy. Last year, Air released a carry-on roller that was almost 8.5 pounds. Peak Design's Roller Pro is nearly 9 pounds. They're great bags, and I really like them, but they're unnecessarily heavy. So Bellroy, another hip, design-focused company known for backpacks, is probably gonna release a way too big bag that weighs like 10 pounds too, right? Wrong. They nailed it. This bag measures 21.7 inches by 13.8 inches by 8.8 inches. We'll put centimeters on the screen as well, which is under that standard 22 by 14 by 9. Good sign, and according to our bag sizing tool, this is gonna fit in 60% of airline sizers worldwide. That is, if you have to put it in the sizer. That's significantly better than other bags in this space. Better than Monos, better than Away, better than July, Level 8, Samsonite, Base, Briggs & Riley. I could keep going. Weight-wise, this bag isn't an ultra lightweight bag, but it's also not heavy. It weighs 3.1 kilograms, which is just 6.8 pounds. That's considerably lighter than a majority of bags in this hard-sided category. One of the reasons it's a little lighter than other bags in this space is because there's certain components they intentionally left out. For example, why are the telescoping poles exposed? It's not like a Briggs & Riley bag where the poles don't eat into the interior space. These still eat into the interior space. They just didn't cover these poles after recessing them. They also didn't enclose them at the top like you see on so many other bags. This saves a little weight for sure, but the bigger reason is standout feature number 4. Every major component of this bag is user replaceable. Meaning, if you have a wheel break in transit, instead of mailing your bag to Bellroy or finding a repair center, you can simply get the part yourself, unscrew one little screw with the provided hex key, and replace the wheel. That's it! But it's not just the wheels, the telescoping handle, all the soft grab handles, even the TSA lock. All of these are user replaceable, and all of them are done with a simple hex key. And they back this bag with their 10-year warranty. I love that. I've only ever had a component of a bag break one time, but you know what? I've never sent it off because it was such a hassle. So personally, I like that I could just get a hold of the part myself and easily fix it. Now, last but not least, the price. This bag is priced at $299, which is not a budget bag by any means. We typically tell people that in this category, you can do really well for between like $150 and $300. A $60 Amazon Basics bag or a cheap bag from Walmart is gonna break after like 3 uses, and it doesn't come with any kind of warranty. On the flip side, almost no one needs a bag like a Tumi or a Rimowa. You just don't. So at $299, this bag is certainly on the upper end of the sweet spot, but I'd still say it's in the sweet spot. Monos, Away, July, they're all priced at $275, but they don't come with a set of packing cubes and you can't replace the parts yourself. So I think the price is not unreasonable. The only con for me is the weight. Not compared to other hard-sided bags, this bag looks pretty good compared to most of its competition. I mean, in general, hard-sided carry-ons aren't lightweight. So if you're thinking 6.8 pounds is a lot, man, I hear you. Depending on the airline you fly, it might be, but that totally depends on your situation. For basically every US airline, this bag is 100% fine. For a stricter airline like Air France, you're allotted 12 kilograms total, which is about 26.5 pounds. Using this bag would still leave you 9 kilograms, which is about 20 pounds left over for all your stuff. But if you're flying an ultra budget carrier or one with very strict weight limits, like let's say 7 kilograms, this probably isn't the bag for you. I linked to a roundup of ultra lightweight bags in the description box below. But if that's not you and you're in the market for a quality hard-sided carry-on, I think this one is a serious contender. If you decide this is the bag for you, please consider using the links below because that's how I pay my team. If you want to go deeper and see how this bag stacks up against some of the biggest names in luggage, check out this video here. Thanks so much for watching. Happy travels.